Welcome to the Catholic Escape Room. Hi, I'm Nick from the Catholic Escape Room, and in this video we're going to be talking about system requirements. Now this is an important video for you to watch, especially before you try and play any of our rooms, because this video is what's going to let you know if our escape rooms are compatible with your device. That's important. To start, I wish our escape rooms were compatible with mobile devices, with phones and tablets. Unfortunately, we're just not quite there yet. We are hoping in the next year or so to develop a web app so that we are compatible across all devices, but for now you do need either a laptop or desktop computer. Chromebooks also work, but you need something that has either a mouse or a trackpad as well as a keyboard, and that's just so that you can interact with the rooms. Secondly, blue light filters. A lot of our devices today have a blue light filter on it, and that's a good thing. A blue light filter essentially takes all of the harsh wavelengths of light and filters those out so that our eyes don't get tired and our retinas aren't damaged. This is a good thing for us to have, but unfortunately, in order for some of our color-based clues to work properly, you do need to turn off your blue light filter. Let all of those harsh wavelengths of light right into your retinas in order so that you can solve some of these clues. If you're playing one of our rooms and something doesn't look like you can quite make it out, or there's colors that aren't quite matching up, it's probably because you have your blue light filter on. You can head over to your settings and turn that off, and it should fix that problem. Thirdly, you do need an internet connection. I probably should have said this one second, but here we are. An internet connection. Important for you to have, and I'm glad you have one because you're watching this video. If you're somehow watching this video without an internet connection, then I'm impressed. I'm not sure how you're doing that, but good job. All right, and last but not least, VPNs and security systems. Today, a lot of us use a VPN or security system so that we can't be tracked. We don't want people stealing our information or tracking us, sort of following us and seeing where we're landing and then sending us a bunch of targeted ads. We don't want that, so we've got that VPN in place. Again, unfortunately, in order for our rooms to function properly, you do need to turn that VPN off so that we can steal your information. No, I'm kidding. I promise we're not doing that. I wouldn't know how to do that or even what I would do with that information. No, you need to turn the VPN off simply so that our rooms can function the way that they're intended. Things like our timer, they store in a local variable the time that you landed on that page, and then they pass that to every subsequent page so that we're able to calculate how much time is left in the room. As well, if you find, let's say, scuba gear in one area of the room, then we store in a local variable the fact that you've found that scuba gear, and we pass it to subsequent pages so that when you finally reach the page where you need that scuba gear, it shows up. And so that, in that sense, we are tracking you, but it's simply so that the room is functioning the way it's intended to. So that the timer is working and so that things are showing up after you find them. Now, if you're playing one of our rooms and things aren't loading quite right and they're sort of looking out of place, or the timer is just showing up but it's blank, it's probably because you have your VPN enabled. What happens is the local variable is trying to initialize, but because you're blocking it, it's going to have sort of an undetermined value, and then the rest of the code isn't going to work the way it's intended to. And so if you're seeing that you have that issue, you probably either need to turn off your VPN or be like, no, Catholic Escape Room people, you can't track me, and then just don't play our rooms. So again, to recap, you do need either a laptop or desktop computer, internet connection, no blue light filter, and no VPN. Now, normally in a video like this, I would also be talking about, oh, you need this many gigs of RAM, and you've got to have, your 10th gen i7 computer processor with, this video card in order for everything to work. But the reality is, our escape rooms, they're not super processor heavy. They're website based. I'm not a graphics designer. I just admitted that on camera. That's true. I'm not a graphics designer. I'm colorblind and I don't design things well. You may have picked up on that in some of the rooms, but it's not super heavy on the processor. So as long as you're not trying to play this on your old MS-DOS computer, then it should work for you. And if you find things are going a little bit slow, it's either your internet connection or maybe you don't have enough memory on your computer to run it. But like I said, most computers will be able to handle our rooms because they're not super processor heavy. That's about it for this one. I appreciate you taking a look at this video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. If you feel sorry for me, I'd appreciate that too. If you feel like you learned something, great. In the meantime, let's continue to pray for one another and seek to live by His grace and for His glory.